Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're talking about the importance of compassion on your twin flame journey. Um, this is a big topic because I think a lot of times we can be hard on ourselves, hard on our twin flame when we continually experience blocks or them ignoring you, or maybe even on your side, if you're healing and you feel like, oh, I'm never going to get through this one block, it just keeps coming up again and again. At those times, sometimes we can feel very frustrated. It can feel like, I'm never gonna get this. Like, when am I gonna get to the place? And it's not, ever about getting to the destination. You're not doing your healing work to get your twin flame. You're doing your healing work knowing that you will naturally manifest your twin flame as you're giving yourself love and compassion and healing. Um, you know, it's never really, Jeff and Shalia say in Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover that it's never appropriate to beat yourself up or to be hard on yourself when you discover that a block that you thought you had healed comes up again. A lot of blocks have layers and layers and layers, and it can feel hopeless, or you can feel helpless at times that, oh, this is such a huge mountain, but you never look at the mountain, you just look at the step in front of you. Because for all you know, like, it could just be, a small little hill, or it could just be a bump in the road. So it's really important to have compassion for yourself in those spaces and just say, you know what, like, this is where I'm at. I accept myself, I love myself, and I'm doing the best I can. And maybe the best that you can today doesn't look quite like it did yesterday. Maybe it looks better, maybe it looks worse, on the outside from an observer, or maybe even you feel like it looks worse, maybe even feels worse, but it's okay. Where you're at is perfect for you. I'll never forget, Jeff has a live class. Jeff and Shalia have a live class that, they said, Jeff said, like, one day he's doing, like, great, really, just on top of the world, feeling like was doing great for maybe weeks, months, and then, the next day he can't get out of bed for 3 days. And, I don't know if this is a real example or if this was just, like, something he was saying, but, like, this is kind of how it is on the twin flame journey. Like, you'll have a breakthrough and you'll feel great. You'll be like, I'm on top of this, I get this. And I was having that time, like, about a month ago. I was like, I'm getting it, I feel great, I finally understand, I get it. And then you either move to the next level and you're knocked on your ass, or you feel like, oh, well, yesterday I was doing so well, like, what's going on? Like, why am I being just hit by a tsunami today of emotion and feeling like I'm not doing very well? And you have to know in those times that sometimes we're tested, sometimes we go to the next level and there's more to heal, or we go deeper. It's never a sign that you've gone backwards unless you're choosing to go backwards. As long as you're choosing to heal and you're choosing to move forward, you're making progress. So have compassion for how that looks. It's not a linear thing, or even an exponential thing of, like, you're just gonna continually go up and up and up. We've all seen those memes where it's like progress is not a straight line. It's divots and highs and lows, and that's how sometimes your journey is going to feel. But you're constantly making progress if you're choosing to heal. You're consistent with your inner work, and you have compassion for yourself. Because honestly, in my experience, like, nothing has held me back like being hard on myself, and that's something that I've had to work on a lot. Like, it's something that I still work on a lot. If I had, like, between the trust card and the have compassion, be kind to yourself cards, between those two, I'd be very well off if I had a nickel for every time I pulled those cards, because that's something that is a core block for me and something that I'm constantly working through. And I've had to learn to not be a tyrant to myself, but to love myself and through those times, and just know that I am choosing to move through it. I will make it through. God will see me through it. And know that I'm still lovable, even when I feel like I'm struggling. You never have to struggle on this journey. And if you find yourself struggling, like, still have compassion for yourself and just choose to let it be easy. It can be easy. But being hard on yourself, like, only increases that struggle. It's important to just relax. Know that your worth is not dependent on your progress. Your worth was set by God as soon as you were created. And that, where you are is perfect for you. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to look outside of yourself and say, well, that person over there, it seems like we started at the same time and they're taking off. And I'm still back here, like, learning how to, just basically love myself. It's not ever good to compare. It's not compassionate for you. It's not compassionate for them, and it doesn't acknowledge, the fullness of your journey and the fullness of their journey. You don't know what they've been through, and your journey has been perfect for you. What you have gone through, the things that you have for your lessons are yours, and their lessons are theirs. And you can't really compare one journey to the other. Yeah, I really just want to drive that home, that it's so important to just be easy and gentle and loving on yourself. You can treat yourself like a baby and still, have the discipline to show up for yourself and love yourself, and do all the things that you're required to do as an adult if you're taking care of yourself. But you can be gentle with yourself the entire way, and that's not going to slow your progress. If anything, that will help you move along much more quickly, because you're allowing yourself the space to be loved in that space. That is love, having compassion. And that will carry you much further more quickly than, why aren't you like this? Why are you doing this? Da, 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 da. Like, that's like, like a bad dad talking, right? Of like, you're bad if you can't get it right the first time. Like, it's not compassionate. It's not loving. And just because someone treated us that way in the past, or may have treated us like that in the past, doesn't mean you have to take that on yourself and treat yourself that way. You are worthy of compassion and love, and it's required to be with your twin flame, because it is one of the 8 keys to harmonious union. And if you have compassion for yourself, you have compassion for your twin flame, your love for each other is going to deepen in that space even more. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. If you'd like support on your journey claiming your harmonious union, you can see all my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you in the next video.